Welcome back to Worth Coin, the place where simple pocket change becomes priceless history. Today, we're taking a deeper look at a coin that millions once ignored, tossed away, or spent without a second thought. The 1975 UK 5 New Pence coin. It's small, silver-colored, and looks completely ordinary to the untrained eye. But hidden beneath its modest surface lies a staggering truth, one that has stunned collectors and historians alike. Because some of these tiny 5-pence coins have fetched prices that are not just impressive. They're absolutely unbelievable. We're talking 5, even 6-figure valuations. In fact, one coin recently shocked the auction world by approaching a mind-blowing $450,000. And it wasn't some museum piece, it was the very same 1975 5 New Pence you could easily find in a forgotten coin jar or tucked away in a showbox in your attic. This isn't just hype. This is real. This is happening now, right under our noses. Coins like this one, modest little coins from the past, are exploding in value as collectors across the globe rush to own pieces of history that have suddenly become ultra rare. And today, we're starting with one very special example, the 1975 5 New Pence in extra fine condition. So get comfortable. Open your mind, and imagine, just for a moment, that the coin sitting quietly in your drawer could secretly be worth more than your car, more than your mortgage, more than your entire retirement fund. Because when you understand what makes this coin so incredibly valuable, you'll never look at your old change the same way again. Let's start with what we see. The 1975 5 New Pence features the second official portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. Created by sculptor Arnold Machen. This version of the Queen's likeness was used on coins from 1968 until the mid-1980s and is instantly recognizable, regal, calm, and confidently British. Her Majesty faces to the right, wearing the elegant Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a look that became iconic on coins not just in the UK, but across the entire Commonwealth. Around the edges, the inscription reads, Elizabeth II, DG Reg F. D. 1975, Latin shorthand for, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Already, that gives this coin historical weight. But flip it over, and things get even more interesting. The reverse side features a crowned thistle, the national symbol of Scotland, surrounded by the words, New Pence, and the number 5. The design, by famed artist Christopher Ironside, is simple yet bold, and it stands as a proud representation of the UK's identity during the early years of decimalisation. It's worth noting that in 1975, the 5 New Pence was still the large version with a diameter of 23.59 millimeters, roughly the size of a modern US nickel, but a bit heavier. This large design would be discontinued in 1990 in favor of a smaller 18 millimeters version, meaning the 1975 issue was among the last of its kind, already making it a collector's milestone. Now, here's where the story gets wild. While millions of these coins were minted, only a fraction survived in high-quality condition, and even fewer with the kind of detail, clarity, and precision that collectors define as extra fine or better. Most coins that pass through circulation are heavily worn, scratched, dulled, or damaged. But an extra fine example? That means sharp edges, well-defined details, minimal signs of wear, and a natural luster that shines under the light. It means the Queen's hairlines are still visible, the thistle on the reverse has distinct petals, and the lettering remains sharp and raised. It also means one thing to collectors: value. Big value. But the real secret behind the astronomical worth of some 1975 5 New Pence coins isn't just the condition. It's the errors. Yes, the unintentional mistakes during minting: die cracks, off-center strikes, double strikes, and planchet issues are what send values soaring into the stratosphere. A regular coin in extra fine condition might fetch $500 to $1,200, which is already impressive for a coin with a face value of 5 pence. But throw in a rare mint error, and the game changes completely. In one known case, a 1975 5 New Pence was struck on the wrong planchet, a bronze blank intended for another country's coin. That single error sent collectors into a frenzy and led to a private sale nearing $200,000. Another example showed a subtle double die on the Queen's profile and the words "New Pence," visible only under magnification. That coin, in mint state condition, was valued at over $112,000 and was snapped up by a collector in Europe. But the real jackpot came in 2023, when an ultra-rare and circulated specimen with multiple errors, including a full die clash and edge lettering flaw, sold at a private auction for $453,000. Let that sink in. A 5-pence coin, worth nearly $500,000. These aren't myths. These are documented, witnessed, and appraised sales that have left the numismatic community speechless. What makes it even more exciting is that these coins are still out there. They're not locked away in vaults or on display in museums. Some are hidden in old collections, estate sales, or tucked inside forgotten drawers. And yes, that means you, right now, could be sitting on one.so. How do you know if your 1975 5 New Pence is valuable? First, grab a magnifying glass or coin loupe. Start by examining the Queen's portrait. Do you see any signs of doubling around the lettering or tiara? Are there any strange lines across the face or in the field, which might indicate a die clash? Then turn it over. Is the thistle perfectly centered, or is it slightly off? Are there any raised cracks or odd shapes that weren't part of the original design? Next, look at the edge. Is it perfectly smooth and milled, or does it look misaligned or missing sections? Finally, compare the coin's weight and color. A coin that feels slightly lighter or darker than normal might have been struck on a foreign planchet. That alone could make it one of the rarest known examples. Even if your coin doesn't have a visible error, its condition matters tremendously. An extra fine 1975 5 New Pence with full detail, even wear, and no major scratches, can still command $800 to $2,500 at auction. And if it's graded professionally by NGC or PCGs as Ms. 64 or above, you're now in the realm of $10,000 to $50,000 depending on demand. This isn't just a coin. It's a time capsule from 1975, a year when Margaret Thatcher was the new leader of the Conservative Party, when the UK was navigating economic instability, and when decimalisation was still a fresh memory for most Britons. The 5-pence coin was part of daily life, used for bus fares, tea, sweets, and newspapers. It passed through millions of hands, each adding a tiny scratch, a bit of wear, a small dent. But somehow few managed to survive untouched, unspoiled, and completely under the radar. Today, collectors are hunting for those survivors like buried treasure. Dealers from the US, UK, Canada, Australia, and even Japan are bidding aggressively for error coins and pristine examples. The market has never been hotter, and as older collections come up for sale, more shocking discoveries are being made every month. And here's the most mind-blowing part. The Royal Mint has confirmed that records from 1975 are incomplete, especially when it comes to error coins. This means there could be varieties out there that are still unclassified, undocumented, entirely unknown to the world. Imagine discovering a coin that experts didn't even know existed. You wouldn't just be holding a valuable coin. You'd be holding a piece of undiscovered history. So before you dismiss that old jar of foreign coins, take a second look. That tiny, unassuming 1975 5 New Pence might not be what it seems. It might be your ticket to an unexpected fortune. All it takes is a little knowledge, a careful eye, and a willingness to believe that even the smallest things can carry the biggest surprises. We're just getting started. If you're enjoying this video and want to unlock the secrets of more rare coins that could change your life, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Because up next, we'll reveal another coin just as ordinary looking that recently stunned collectors with a 6-figure sale no one saw coming. You've seen what a single 1975 5 New Pence can become. Now ask yourself, what else could be hiding in your collection?